Simcoe Street. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's not the busiest time, but there's a few folks around. It's not like New York City. For photography, film, like real film, this stuff, you know, it's becoming like cool again because of the imperfection, because of the grain. We say grain with pride. And for what I do, it really tells the story. This generation doll, I mean, like, she's off this week, of all the weeks. I took a photograph of her a year ago. You remember that? We're doing a little street coverage of the photographer's work here. I was hoping to get her again in front of the picture that she's a part of over here. Too bad. You fix a problem over here and a problem pops up over there. It's a little like whack-a-mole, you know? Oshawa has become this, I don't want to call it a dumping ground, but it's really a place where, for some reason, people end up in need of help. And I mean, Oshawa has services, and it has refuge for people, and it has places they can go to help them for the immediate time, you know. So kudos to Oshawa for that. But I think it's more than they can handle, and I think it's more than the mayor can handle right now. People here are not very much different from most small towns around Ontario. Timmins, Cochrane, Cobalt, Temiskaming. And in fact, you're doing that, I will too. That's a great shot, actually. I like it. If I could just keep remembering to crank my film. I know you, you're famous. You're really famous. So are you, as a matter of fact. I've been blessed with a father who traveled his family all over Canada when we were kids, Canada and the United States for that matter, all the way up to the west and back and the east and back. And so I have a lot of burnt-in memories from that. But in my own adult life, I've traveled all of those steps, retraced all of those steps. And when I go, I usually paint small sketches, the little 8x10s. The ones that people see pretty much every day on Facebook or Twitter or what have you. X, whatever that is. When those sketches come home, I go to my easel and I sort of transpose them onto bigger canvases. Or I refine the sketches into something a little more cleaner looking, a little more tidied up, not quite as sloppy. I got a real bag full of canvases and a whole bunch of film, a whole bunch of digital pictures. Usually for every one I use, there's probably 100 extra images. And then they get consideration for the bigger canvases. And that's where I create these massive. So the biggest canvas that I've ever worked on, 16 feet long by 3.5 feet. Of course we have a truck. It's called Cathedral Forest, and it currently hangs at the Whitby Central Library. It's up on the second floor behind the computer lab, and it's actually made up of 2 canvases side by side, so it's a diptych. You're looking through the trees across the lake, and it's so big that when you stand in front of it, it's meant to feel like you're in the middle of the panoramic. You're there. I've heard from others that get the same vibe from it. That's the biggest one. I don't know if I'll ever go that big ever again, but I like this. I'm going to take your picture, can I? Oh, you know, he said no, so I'm not going to do it. Thanks anyway.
You want to as I'm walking?
Yeah, go back and do it again. And walk. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Great shot, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, the biggest concentration of office workers for Oshawa is right in this corner. Whenever I've had my art shows at the Cork and Bean, hang paintings there, and they get seen by the office workers as well as, you know, local Oshawa folks. And that's just a little bit of the way I market what I do, both the paintings and the photography. Hanging them where people see them, hanging them where real people go every day. Those places where art is hung formally and officially. The ones where you can buy art are usually in obscure, out-of-the-way places. Not where you can easily just pull up in front of it and go in and see stuff. A little tongue-in-cheek here, by the way. I have my issues with that whole system. To sell your art, to sell your photographs, to be seen by Joe Average, Joe Regular, Joe You and Me. Cafes and diners, libraries. This is where real people go every day. When you go into a gallery, you're very classically, typically, almost cliche-like, gonna be looked up and down and assessed before you even open your mouth. That'll determine most likely what level of respect you're going to get while you're. It's a friend of mine.
Want to go say hi?
You know I want your picture. Hang on. That is a great shot, my friend, right there. Let me hug my buddy. He's posed for quite a few of my photos on the street, and name's Peacock.
Look at the back of this car. Peacock. Tuck that on.
I can sure can, yeah.
It is bare.
Let me get it right down around your ears.
They made a gift of this to me, which I've kept.
Yeah.
Because they come from Syria. They were held for 2 years in the United States. Somehow decided to make that little bound into Canada. Oh, they're doing well.
Yeah,
Doing well,
yeah.
You have to listen to the story now. You risk having stories from me.
When you stop them on the street.
People coming to visit me this past period. Daughter, granddaughter. Before she left,
Yeah.
granddaughter said, it's the essence.
Yeah.
When someone takes your memories back,
Yeah.
hold for just this one moment. That's the President of the United States
Yeah.
deciding 4 days from now. The best way to continue with dementia, laugh.
You got it.
Thank you very much.
Well, take care, brother. See you later, Peacock.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Where's Shane?
Right, I have no idea. I haven't seen him.
Oh, I haven't seen him for a bit.
Good question.
Anyway, you have a good day. The city goes through the whole street and scoops out the doorways every morning. And by that I mean, they move them along,
Yeah.
They try to be as respectful as possible, but it's hard. It's really hard. I couldn't do that job. My heart's too tender for that. South of King Street, the neighborhood changes. And it's almost like there's this invisible line. People that are on the street, they don't tend to go north of here much, not as a rule. It just seems to be a lot more concentrated south. For that reason, I'm careful. I don't ever want to take advantage of these folks. For anybody seeing this, I don't mind saying that I have a big, huge heart for what's going on out here.
Yeah.
And I realize through my own experiences in life how easy it could happen to you or me. Slipping through the cracks. This is the shoe box. This is an old shoe store that's been here for, I don't know, 60, 80 years. I'm not sure what the timeline is on it. I have photographed this a number of times. In fact, nobody's here, so I'm going to photograph it again. This doorway, it tells two stories. When you went window shopping, you used to come downtown and you'd walk and you'd look at the windows at all the shoes or the clothes or whatever. But it's been closed for a long time, vacated. But because of this deep recess, what happens is people obviously are attracted to this as a warm place overnight. They come in here 4, 5, 6, 7 deep every night. The rain doesn't soak them. I photograph the building, the space, but if there's somebody here, I won't touch it because I respect their space. I've posted pictures of this on social media a few times, and people always have like 100 memories of buying their shoes here. And now, look at it. It's dark and it's completely a forgotten space, but it's being used. Sure, there should be somewhere else where they could stay, but this is where they choose, and it happens to be available. In high school, there was a concert, and the drummer he was sick, like good. Buddy came off his drums. He had just finished doing a cover of Neil Peart's solo from All the World's a Stage, and it was just like, if you're a drummer, he just kicked you in the butt. No, he turned out to be a really nice guy, but afterwards we were talking, and he said, a good drummer can play an amazing solo on a piece of crap little children's set. And I was like, darn, you're right. You know what? It's not about the tools. A person with skills, with talent, with passion can make the most amazing things with the most elementary tools. Here's the thing. I paint oil paintings. In the world of oil paintings, well, most artists today want to paint on canvas. It's seen as the right way to make a painting. And I paint on canvas most of the time. But whenever I've painted on wood, people don't want to shell out money for it. Meanwhile, Tom Thompson, Lauren Harris, Caston, all of those guys, when they would go up north, they could carry twice as many surfaces on plywood boards.
Right.
So a stack like this was actually twice as many. They put them in a satchel, carry them out into the woods. Those paintings are worth $1 million, $2 million, $3 million bucks a piece now, those little pieces of wood. The Mona Lisa is painted on wood. Yeah, one of the most valuable paintings on the planet is painted on wood. And frankly, I think it's a lot less fragile than canvas, of course. You can beat up a painting on a piece of wood. How you doing, man?
I'm good, how are you?
All right, thanks. So here's the thing. Sometimes I paint on wood and it's every bit the same painting as a painting on canvas. Yet I don't understand all the kerfuffle about, well, you should paint on canvas all the time. Well, I think that's just garbage. You're an artist. It doesn't matter what tool you used, the final product and the message that you carry, that's the only thing that really matters, in my view. If you like the painting, it doesn't matter what it's on. This is the back of Oshawa. You know, this is where people hide out at nighttime and try to sleep unbothered. If you look for it, you can see it. You look absolutely friggin' awesome, man. The glasses, the hat.
Yeah, you actually took a picture of me in my other fancy hat.
Did I?
Yeah. Like,
where was that?
Oh, up there somewhere. I think it was the same camera.
Oh, yeah, it probably was, yeah. Focusing still on 1, 2, and 3.
Beautiful. Oh, wicked.
But it's getting popular now, and I got this guy following me around with his camera.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to forget this time. Kelly. Yeah. Well, I'm not very good with names, and I usually have to write it down.
Yeah.
But we're on the move, so I'm not writing it down. But Kelly, you remember that?
I got it, man.
He's got you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kelly.
Have a great day.
There's the lady who is featured on the wall.
The man right now?
That's the lady who wasn't here last time we were here.
Right.
And she is featured on that mural on that wall.
Do you think she'd have a minute?
Sure, let's
Yeah?
go.
Go over and say hi.
Let's go. Can I take a picture of you against the wall again? I know the one on the left, but I can't remember the person on the right that's you.
Okay.
I know, you got to do it
Down
quick.
here. Everybody's talking about this, you know.
What's your first name again?
Mary Ann. That's me now, like as of when he was painting.
That's your butt?
Little butt.
Take your picture right there. That's fantastic. I love it. I'm telling you, that story with you, all of the comments of people that were like, oh, I know Mary Ann. She's been there for years. She's been taking my money for years.
Yeah. Well, they seem to think I'm a people person. I don't know.
You are, come on. I've been trying to get back here to see you.
You're doing a follow-up?
Well, I came here once and you weren't here. Somebody else was in the coveted booth.
Yes, Miss Ellen. It's really quiet. Weather's starting to change. A lot of people commute. Take a bus. Car coming. Car.
When are you retiring?
Never. It's supposed to go automated, but we've only got one exit, so.
Do you think they're holding off just because for you?
Oh yeah.
How lovely. So there's still some good people left in the world, huh?
You know, progress and everything.
Of course.
And I'm getting, I got a birthday coming up. I was put officially in the City Hall logs in 1988.
Okay.
And I officially became what they considered an employee, signed on in 1990.
Okay.
And I've just kept going ever since. I look forward to coming out because you made my day. You told me a good joke. You said something pleasant. I still go at nighttime and walk the streets and everything. I'm not scared and stuff like that, right? But a lot of people are nervous and stuff about what goes on and everything. But not me. Don't have your head in the phone and ignoring the world around you. Because there's a whole world out here. And I see it. I take the buses. People are like not letting people sit down and stuff. They don't want to move, nothing. You try to get their acknowledgement, nothing.